What's up, guys? It's Ryan the Squirrel Haynes coming at you with a YouTube video on our predictions for the Miami Dolphins schedule for the 2021 season. I'm here with my father. He's been a Miami Dolphin his entire life, and so he thinks that he might know more than me, but I've been a Miami Dolphin for most of my life as well. So today we're just going to go through our predictions as the schedules just came out today. So this is an early predictions as of May 12th when we're recording this. And so if anything changes, we did not know that. All right, so Dad, what do you think about this first game at the Patriots week 1?
Well, it all depends on Tua. We don't know anything about Tua. If Tua is decent, we're going to win a lot of games. If he's not so good, we're going to lose a lot of games. But the Patriots and the Dolphins are like identical teams. Defenses are the same. They got Van Noy, we had Van Noy. They got Godchow, we had Godchow. They had Butler last year, we got Butler this year. we traded defensive backs. I mean, the defenses, their defense, our defense is like interchangeable.
So it looks like it's going to be Cam Newton versus Tua and whoever's the better quarterback there. So what are you saying for this one, Dad?
I think the Dolphins win this one.
You win this one. All right. We start off with a hot win in the category there. All right, and then I think this Bills team has been looking really good recently. Making it to a playoff game. You see their quarterback really starting to take form with Josh Allen, a running quarterback who I've picked up on my fantasy team for the last 2 years, and I would recommend it with those running yards.
They won 13 games last year.
They did win a lot of games last year.
They should have won 14 games. The one of the games they lost with that Hail Mary in Arizona.
That was awesome.
Right?
I think they're going to keep going on a roll, and the Dolphins are going to lose this one, even though
no doubt
it's going to be close.
Yeah, because it's in Miami.
Yeah.
The Heat will get to the Bills at the end.
Hopefully. Yeah. All right, Dad, so now we get our rematch against the Raiders where we had our own miracle last year. So what do you think our prediction is for this one? Because we know Tua played in this game against them. He started, and then we had to pull him out for Fitzmagic, and then that's how he won. So what are you thinking?
I think we win this game. While we don't know about Tua, I think he is definitely putting in a lot of work this offseason. He's one more year removed from that hip injury. I think we're going to have a running game this year. I like Gaskins. I think he can do the job. I like Salvin Ahmed too. And they got the speed on the outside now to kind of force defenses to back off. So I give the game to the Dolphins here.
Starting off good here for the Dolphins, just losing 1 to the Bills here. And I'm going to be honest, the Colts did make a run to the playoffs last year, just beating out the Dolphins in that category. I don't know too much about this new Colts team. I always had a sort of a bad opinion of them, but what do you think about this Colts team?
Well, the quarterback is Carson Wentz. They have a fantastic running game. A pretty good defense. They're going to be a tough team, but it's in Miami. It's a 1:00 game, and that sideline is hot. I give the Dolphins the win on this one. They're going to pull it out in the fourth quarter. Home field advantage on this.
Maybe kick them in the butt a little bit for stealing their playoff spot last year by a tie. And then we are facing the reigning champions of the NFL with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, Week 5 at the Buccaneers. This is a interstate rivalry game, Florida versus Florida. And we know that the Buccaneers team has all 22 starting members returning this year. So this is definitely going to be a tough game.
I honestly can't believe the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl last year.
I was not expecting them to do good either.
I didn't think they were that good of a team. But
I mean, when you're Tom Brady, the refs sort of make it so that you win. This is coming from Dolphins fan who had to face them for the last however so many years. Maybe we're looking at that revenge game against Tom Brady.
Let's be realistic. All right, this is probably when the Buccaneers win.
This is a tie. No, I'm kidding. Okay, this is probably a loss for the Miami Dolphins, though I hate to say it, but we're putting an L in the prediction book. Although we would love to see a big upset.
Yeah.
Next, we got the
London.
Jags in London. So both teams are going to be traveling here.
It's a home game for the Jaguars. That's good news for us.
Yep, because we still get a home game at home.
Yeah.
It's a 9:30 game, which, jet lag, obviously a huge issue. I feel like the Jaguars team hasn't given us a lot of hope recently. I don't know of any huge stars, or I don't even know who their quarterback is besides the mustache guy.
Like, seriously?
Oh.
Did you watch the draft?
I might have forgotten the draft a little bit there, guys. But yeah, this is gonna be a huge matchup. Trevor Lawrence. We don't know how he's gonna do in the NFL.
I know that Flores is gonna confuse him for sure. Trevor Lawrence is not gonna know what he's looking at when he looks at that Miami defense.
And I feel like the jury isn't out on Trevor Lawrence. We don't know how he's gonna do against the Miami team that has put up that numbers and even made Jared Goff look foolish when we played against him. So I feel like this is gonna be a dub for the Dolphins. Dad, do you agree?
Yeah.
All right. That's funny. We're playing two Florida teams back to back weeks there.
Yeah.
We got week 7 against the Falcons, which I did watch the draft. We do know that they have Pitts now, a good tight end receiving core for the Falcons, who have always been sort of an offensive team whose defense hasn't had a lot to say.
Defense is bad.
And so this really goes back to if Tua and our offense can show up, right? I mean, our offense had looked terrible this last year, and our defense has scored almost more than them, it feels like.
It's a home game.
It is a home game.
And it's a 1 o'clock home game. Heat. The Falcons, they always seem to learn how to lose. They could be up 24-0 in the first quarter and lose the game. I'm going with the Dolphins on this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Dolphins on this one. We see, I don't know when Flores was in there, but was he there for that game against the Falcons in the Super Bowl?
Yes.
So, maybe we'll see some of that come back. I know the Falcons have changed a bit.
Yeah, Flores has been with New England for 10 years. He's been there a long time.
Yeah. And now we got our Bills rematch only 6 weeks later, huh? A Bills rematch at the Buffalo, which, this isn't bad. At least we're not at least we're not facing them when it's in the cold, right? When it's sub-20s. So
this is good for us.
We have a chance here. Probably is going to be another L for the Dolphins, unfortunately, unless we catch some magic.
You can't predict Dolphins beating the Bills until they actually beat the Bills. They haven't beaten the Bills in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I know last year I was expecting them to, 50-50 with them, but after their performance getting to this,
the last game of the year last year.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
that was terrible.
We got destroyed, but it's okay. And now week 9, our favorite team, the Texans,
the gift that keeps giving.
the one trade where we got 3 draft picks, and that's why we have a Waddle so early in the draft. The Texans at home. I feel like this is just a win for the Dolphins because the Texans have been so lackluster the past couple of years.
You don't know who's going to be playing quarterback for them.
Watson is out now, so I mean, we'll see what happens here. But I think the Dolphins can confidently take this one.
Another home game in the heat, 1 o'clock.
And now, speaking of which, that's on my birthday, by the way. That's the November 7th game.
Oh.
So, And
now, Thursday night football.
Yeah, Thursday night football against the Ravens. Definitely a tough team. This is sort of similar. I can't really think of a weak side to the Ravens, except...
No, they're good. Good defense, good running game, good quarterback. Speed on the receivers. We've never beaten the Ravens, especially in a primetime game. I think that's a loss.
I think it's a loss, too. I think the Ravens are just too good right now. I see them winning a Super Bowl sometimes in the next couple years here, at least going to the AFC conference. But this is probably a loss for the Dolphins here. Entertaining game, hopefully. We just don't get blown out.
Yeah, right.
But, we'll see. And now we play the Jets 11 weeks in. So we haven't seen the Jets this entire 11 weeks. And now we get to see the new Zach Wilson quarterback.
BYU.
At Jets. So this is going to be an interesting game. You know, another rookie quarterback we're looking at.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be confused. He wasn't good at processing defenses at BYU, but his athletic ability got him over.
You know, a quarterback isn't going to solve all the problems for the Jets. Just like when they got Le'Veon Bell, I didn't solve all the problems with the run game.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this is going to be a cleanup for the Dolphins. I don't see them losing to a Jets team that is still developing around a new quarterback.
Another shutout.
It is 11 weeks in. It is 11 weeks in, so maybe we'll see.
This is when the Dolphins get hot. They get hot in the middle of the season. Remember last year they were like what 2-2 or 2-4, and then all of a sudden, man, they got hot.
And we played some good teams in that against them too. Speaking of good teams, one that isn't that good recently are the Panthers, who are in week 12, and this is a home game for us. And I don't know who the quarterback for the Panthers is going to be this year. It's going to be. Do you know? Which isn't a good sign.
They got somebody.
They do have somebody.
Look that up because they got somebody. They didn't draft anybody. They made a trade. Why can't we remember it? Who did they get?
Darnold. They have the Jets.
Sam Darnold.
Well,
this is a win. That's right, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold, you know, he has a lot of potential, but he hasn't been able to prove it under the Jets. I don't think the Panthers he's gonna be able to do anything against the Panthers either. They don't have as good of a team. I can't even think of like a star wideout on the Panthers.
Well, they let one of the really good ones go. I think he went to the. Where did he go? Oh, I can't remember.
Needless to say, this is probably another dub for the Miami Dolphins team.
Wow, this is looking good so far.
Breezing through. Yep, at the week 12 mark, still before bye, we're not looking at anything too upsetting here. And now we have a Giants team.
Another home game at 1 o'clock.
Home game at 1 o'clock. Yeah, this seems like, you know, it's going to be a close game. The Giants have been getting better, especially their run team with Saquon Barkley. Hopefully
coming back.
He stays healthy to this point. Of course, if he isn't, it's going to be a huge game changer.
Yeah. I gotta go with the Dolphins on this one. They should beat this team.
If we don't,
again, if Tua is playing well, I mean, he doesn't have to be, you know, Herbert throwing the ball all over the place, you know. But if we can run the ball and we have the deep threat and Tua can put the ball where it's supposed to go, this team's gonna be good.
You know, we've been getting two of the weapons too, and I think he will see a lot of development. So now we're looking at the Week 14 bye, and so far we got how many wins here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
9.
So that's what 9-4, 9-4 at the bye here. Which, if you're looking at a Dolphins team 9-4, looking at these last 4 weeks, the Jets, Saints, Titans, Patriots, do you think we, you know, win 2 more of these to almost?
You should make the playoffs. If you're 9-4 at the bye, this team should make the playoffs. With the Jets and the Patriots, especially the last game of the year against the Patriots at home. We're at home. Oh, that's perfect.
When do you think the playoff win count is going to be this year? Do you think it's going to be 10 or 11?
It should be 10.
Should be 10?
Should be 10.
I mean, we won 10 games last year, so. And I think we win 10 games this year for sure with the win against the Jets at home.
Yeah.
And that looks like it could be a primetime game.
Yeah, that could be a Sunday night game or a Thursday night.
I don't see it being a primetime game when the Jets go 0-14 at this point, but, you know, you never know.
We hope they go over. They'll be better. They'll be better.
They'll be better.
This will be a dangerous. Well, no, it's a home game against the. I don't know. Yeah, the Dolphins.
And now we have a primetime Monday Night Football game at the Saints. I did not see us winning this one.
Who's the quarterback for the Saints?
Who is the quarterback for the Saints? I know that the Saints offense is really good.
Alvin Kamara.
You got Michael Thomas. You got a good defensive four at least.
Mm-hmm. But no Drew Brees.
I still see primetime game in that stadium.
Oh yes,
that's a loud stadium.
I mean, we can give that to the Saints. You're right. They're probably
I see the
I don't know.
Saints.
I can see the Dolphins winning that game, but we'll give it to the
This
Saints.
is Teddy Bridgewater, right? For the Saints?
No.
Not
You gotta look
Taysom
that
Hill.
one up. It's number 7, the guy who was his backup.
Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill. I think they're giving him the start. Honestly, he's gonna be your starter. Which, seriously, that could totally change.
Jameis Winston, Taysom Hill, and then Trevor Siemian.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could see Taysom Hill. But Jameis Winston, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see what the Saints are at week 16 and who the quarterback is. So I'm sure it's going to change a bit.
Yeah.
Now we got a Titans team that has looked hot under Ryan Tannehill and mostly Derrick Henry. But,
yeah.
This is going to be a hard game. It's at the Titans. And,
They're a physical team.
they are a physical team.
I give this one to the Titans, too.
I agree with you with that one.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans are just too good right now.
I mean, the Dolphins always pull out some surprises. Like last year, they won like 3 games that we were like, I can't believe they won those games.
Yeah.
San Francisco, no way I thought they'd beat San Francisco.
Cardinals,
no way I thought they'd beat them.
Rams, yeah.
No way I thought they'd beat, yeah. So, but then they lost to the Broncos.
So, I mean, there's definitely some of these L's here that we think could be, wins.
They could be surprise Buccaneers. That could be a surprise. Bills. They could swap with the Bills. 1-1.
Yeah.
Ravens.
Saints, Titans. I feel like those are both. Depending on how those teams are doing. And now we got the Patriots, and I think we start with a dub, we end with a dub, especially with the Patriots at home. Last week
Jones should be starting by now.
If we're not resting our starters,
right? Because we're 10-6 here at this point, so you might not even need to play your people at this game. Although they may need this game to get in.
I feel like they need this game to get in, and the Patriots, I don't think will be fighting for a spot really, but it's still the 7 teams for the wild card.
Right. Jones should be the starting quarterback by this time. And again, you use Brian Flores' defense against a rookie quarterback. That should be a win for the Dolphins. That's 11-6.
Yep, that leaves us with 11-6.
Wow.
And so we think that this is going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then
probably a wild card because the Bills will get the number 1 seed.
Yeah, the Bills will just.
The Bills are going to go
get 14, 15.
Yeah.
And so these here are predictions for the Miami Dolphins schedule 2021 regular season. Pre predictions. Way before the start of the season. Yet again, it's me, Ryan, the Squirrel Haynes, joined with my dad. So let us know in the comments below if you think our predictions are on or if you think they're way off and we need some schooling. Especially if you want to roast me about not knowing who the Jaguars quarterback is. But yeah, that's all for now.
Go Fins!
Signing out. See you later.